We've got this big Class A Storm. Check this out. I have never seen anybody put a granulated roof on a coach. You imagine how hot this thing gets? I think I'm really leaning towards that. Maybe it was a tar and gravel and the gravel got blown off. That is crazy. Look at there. A big old hole right there. They just slathered it on like a bad porch. All the way down here. Man, we are gonna have just a time trying to take this off. Look at that. That is crazy. I've never seen anybody put anything like this on a coach. When I saw this, the guy said, yeah, they put some roofing up there. I thought they only did a section, just maybe stop a leak. And then when we looked at it, I gotta say, I laughed, and I'm still laughing. That is, I like to know the RV center that did this. That's something right there. It needs to be on one of those websites that say, "Dare I done fixed it." There, you got another big bubble right there. So, but yeah, I'm hoping this stuff will peel up good and not rip up the roof deck too bad. That's our Storm. We're gonna start ripping her up. We're gonna let you know what we got. But that is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen yet. I've seen some stuff, but I think this takes a cake. Look at this piece right here, just flopping like that. Oh, of course you got water going in there, huh? What do you think of that? Right there. Big old gaping hole there. That's, they could have just shingled it, right? Maybe put the shingles so they're facing this way. That is something right there. Use them fancy dimensional shingles. Yeah, the high dollar ones. Shingle it all up. Well, we'll be back with more on this Storm. And there's a, boy, this will look real good when we're done. And I know we got our work cut out for us. But we just got on the back end here, and they really did put cement down too. Over, is it over the other roofing?
Yeah.
Is there, hopefully the roofing's under there. Maybe easier to pull up. See if there's the membrane under there. I'm hoping that's it right there. All right, that may be easier to, nope. I wonder if they glued and cemented it right down to the actual roof deck. That's what it looks like. Oh, wow. At the very least, this will be a redeck, at the very least. Because we can't even if we got this up, if there's any residue underneath there.
Here's where your roofing stops.
Let's see what we got.
Here's your actual roofing.
Oh, they cut the material back, you think? Okay, we may be able to get at that roof deck. Yeah, it looks like we'll be able to. I think they went over the rubber roof. And that's why you see all that puckering. Because what they did, that's a petroleum product that they put on top of the roofing, the rubber roofing, and you can't do that because it'll eat it, and that's what it's doing, and it caused all that. You can't mix those type of products together. A lot of guys, even when they do rubber commercial roofs, there's a special cleaner that you're supposed to use, and it says in the instructions when you get your roofing, do not use gasoline. A lot of guys will get high-test gasoline and clean so they can glue it together. You're not supposed to, and that's what happens. And then the seals break, the lap joints break, where they lap it over. And then the person who paid that big company to put it on there to give them a 1-year warranty, and just after a year or so, year and a half, it'll pop. And when it does, the guy's back to paying someone else to do all the repairs. There's a lot to be said for just reading the instructions and knowing what the parameters are for different materials and products that you're using. Yep. Hopefully we'll get this up easier than what I'm originally thought it may be. So that'll be good if it does. Quiet on the set. All right, this is our Storm update. Check this out. This is our tar and gravel roof. Clearly gonna need to be redecked. Got a little bit of blistering here. The bigger problem is there's too much petroleum on it now. And you can't mix the two. Can't put the TPO over petroleum product.
You can see what was white is now stained black. It ate right through it. Ate right through it.
I was on a roof, a commercial roof, and they patched the roof with, it was a TPO roof that they patched with this, and it literally ate the TPO off, and it was leaking bad. Coming down through the grill when we did commercial work. You find the leak? Sure did. It was easy to find.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a mess. Absolute mess. Can you imagine how hot this roof was? These things hold the heat. The black will just suck that heat right in.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That big grill in the summertime.
No stain in the summertime. I bet that everything's bottled out.
That is just amazing. I have never ever seen anything like this. Why somebody would put mineral roll roofing on top of a camper.
I got some.
We'll be back. Stay tuned. There's our Storm Class A update. We're gonna go up there and we're redecking this roof. We get to go up these nice stairs. I'll show you what we're up to. This roof was really bad. This is the one that had the tar and gravel roof. I think we gotta empty that trash can too. This tar and gravel roof. This one they had that asphalt roof on here. What we're doing now is redecking it because there's too much contamination on this roof. We can't put the TPO on here because it'll have an adverse reaction. So then what we're going to do is instead of having the asphalt roof, we're going to put cinder block roof on here. That would be much better, hold up to a lot of hail. Yeah. It's got to be much better than what they had on it. But that's what we're doing now. We're getting this all glued and we're going to laminate everything back together. Then once we do that, we'll get the roof going on. But you can see all the contamination in there from the asphalt. You know, basically petroleum is what it is in there. But once we put the new sheathing down like we got over here, then we'll be able to glue it right to this new Luan decking. So that's us. We'll be back with more RV Roof Install Production Studios. Class A Storm. Got a dead battery. We'll go up here and take a look. We're should be done. All right. We had everything done up here. Got our brand in there. June 18. That was the month and the year we put it on. That allows us to kind of keep tabs on things. Want to make sure everything's performing the way it should. Could obviously get all our curves welded in. We put a new roof deck on this, new roof deck. Got our antenna on here. See the boots we put in. All this we fabricate. Skylights all put back in. Got stands on there. Got our flashing detail up underneath the bottom there. Keep the water from when it comes down in the pouring rain from trying to trickle back up underneath the air conditioner. On the sides there's plenty of room, and on the rear there's plenty of room. You can see how much the overhang there is. But in the front, that's a vulnerable area, so we put that in there for you. Let's see. And the owner, he's going to attach everything. All we did was mount all this, and this was really a task to mount. So that's the update on the Storm. It's ready to roll after we get that battery in there. These are really big panels. They really are. we're going to get all the fan off of here and make sure it's all set. But otherwise, then lastly what we'll do is I'm going to put a little bracket right there. This is an antenna amplifier, a cell phone antenna amplifier. I'm just going to make a little bracket here, and we're just going to mount that right there. That's all that is. So, but subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like what you see, if you got any questions, give us a call, 423-475-7663. That spells roof. 423-475-ROOF. We'll be glad to help you out, point you in the right direction. Just give you a rundown on this roof system. If this is one of the first videos you've seen, there's a ton of them on our YouTube, so subscribe. But this is a 60 mil commercial grade roof. The membrane is 60 mil, same product you're going to find on a hotel, you'll find it on an office building, a library, a restaurant. Same exact installation procedures. So what we do that's different than the RV industry is we design these curbs. These curbs are designed to function like a curb on a commercial building. You see a commercial building, you'll see curbs really big and boxy, and well, it's not going to function well nor look well on an RV. So I designed these ones up here. They've got flanges on them. There's about 16 pieces that put that whole thing together, so it's kind of complicated, but it functions well. And what these do, these little flanges, which are also up underneath there, and you can see them over here probably a little better, but as you're traveling down the road, you get in a horrific storm, just pouring rain, just barreling across the roof, it's going to want to try to, if it does, if the wind is blowing, it wants to try to come up. It can't. It's going to hit here and it's going to roll out. All these are everything's all heat welded together. This is heat welded. This is heat welded here. So there's no way that you're going to get this to fail. There's no caulking to worry about. There's nothing like that. This type of caulk that we use here, that's a commercial grade caulking. We put 2 layers on the sides, 2 layers on all of this here. This is an adhesive caulk. It's not just a sealant. So it's bonding everything together. So one of the issues that they have on these plastic pieces and why the caulking won't hold on to it and it fails is because a lot of things don't want to stick to this acrylic. And anything that's plastic, even when on the coaches from the manufacturer, they'll have these plastic caps. And they slather that Dicor stuff on there. And I'm just not a fan of that Dicor stuff, but anyhow, they'll slather it on there and nothing will want to stick to this. So a lot of times you'll think it's stuck, but it'll peel up pretty good, and the base will be clean. On a few other videos we've shown that. So everything is, again, double sealed. There's an adhesive caulk. We use a special primer to make sure everything pulls in and bonds well. So that's how we do all these, just to give you a rundown. But like I said, look at a lot of the other videos we have and you'll see, you know, some of the projects we come across. You know, like this one over here that we're working on, that whole front end is all rotted out. It's all rotted out, so we dug that out. And then we got another one sitting over there, that fifth wheel. That fifth wheel has no front to it whatsoever. It's actually gone. It rotted out that much. So we're going to end up putting a new roof deck on that fifth wheel way over there. This will get a new roof deck. And then we're also working on this right here. It's just a little camper top that goes on the back of a pickup truck. So that's like a 2014, I believe. Already got roof issues. So you can watch for some of these coming out as well, these videos. Takes us a little bit to put them together, but you can watch for those. And like I said, there's a ton of them up there. So, thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions, give us a call, subscribe, jump to our Facebook. You see a whole bunch of reviews. And a little bit about the warranty. I said it was a 20-year warranty roof, I believe. If I didn't, it is a 20-year. And the way we work the warranty here is you bring the coach back to us, we'll inspect it every year. Every year, you up to 20 years. You come in every year, I'll have this renewed for the next year, for the next year, for the next year. If you go to sell it, then we'll transfer the first 10 years. I don't want you to come in here and spend some money having this roof put down, and then for whatever reason, you know, you have to sell it, or you decide to sell it. I don't want someone to climb up here and say, well, I'm going to put a roof on this thing, and you're going to be like, daggum, I just spent that money. So we transfer up to the first 10 years, we'll flip it. So this way, whoever comes up here will know this thing's done right, it's got a warranty, no issues. And all they have to do is the same thing, come in once a year. Again, thanks for watching.